Woo, do I got a doozy for all of you guys. I'm super curious, as per usual, what you think about this one. We are comparing two big cases out there from the past couple of weeks, and let's see what you think. Drink some wa, drink some ka. Hope you guys all enjoy. Last time we talked about this, it was stretching back now to last weekend for FNCS Trios Grand Finals. One trio unfortunately disqualified for one member's actions, that costing them, I believe, the first place prize, $150,000, if they somehow were able to pull it off, or a chance at any chunk of $700,000 in prize money to be distributed, all because one of those members, that being Wrigley, the night before grand finals were underway, decided to tweet the CCO, that being Donald Mustard, Epic Games, to literally kill himself. Because of those actions, he was disqualified alongside his entire trio, and all of their prize money, even the several $100s they had already acquired by making it this far, was all forfeited for his actions. It was super unfortunate. A lot of people out there feeling very bad for users, as well as Dictate, who were the teammates of Wrigley who made that action. And I don't think a lot of people, though, are surprised by the fact that Epic Games did not give them an emergency sub the night before, and instead just disqualified the entire team. No grand finals, no prize money, no money at all. To which the day of, it was actually users quoting my tweet because I wanted a solution for this, and I was curious what people thought as well. I didn't expect it to happen, though, with Epic Games. As he said, I wish we would be able to have an opportunity for an emergency sub. What Wrigley did was completely out of our control, and we put endless amount of time into the game for a chance at life-changing money. If you guys could tag Fortnite Competitive to get their attention, I'd love you. Dictate reposting all of the outlets who covered the story, which was quite a few, including our own. And then Wrigley finally had an open letter to Donald, as well as the Fortnite community. As he said, I'm sincerely sorry for saying something so hurtful and horrible. I didn't say it because I meant what I said. I just said it because it was the worst thing I could think to say out of the anger and ignorance. I'm young and I make mistakes, and I hope you guys can forgive me. More than anything, I'm sorry to Dictating and users for wasting their time and an opportunity that does not come often. They didn't deserve to be punished for my mistake. I would wish Epic Games to put them back on the leaderboard without me and disqualify me, but not them. They still deserve the prize money they worked for. And this is where it gets very fun to compare and see what you guys think. Was this the right thing for Fortnite and Epic Games to do? Is anyone surprised by what they did? I think they have proven the lack of initiative when it comes time for making these kind of changes, but it did prompt some responses from some big figures out there. Cypher PK responding, Zexro, my boy T-Hump also arguing about the comparison I wanted to bring to all of you guys, because in the last 2 weeks we had some serious accusations around Sinatraa and Sentinels in the Valorant space. Just a few days outside of VCT Masters, a gigantic event so far for Valorant, it was actually Sentinels finding out, and the entire community, of some very serious accusations and now ongoing investigations around Sinatraa. Within a few days of the Masters weekend beginning, it was actually Valorant granting them, that being Sentinels, an emergency sub. TenZ now filling in for Sinatraa. At the point of me recording, they are making a stunning run, which is news in itself we will talk about in the coming days. But along with that, it makes you wonder, if they were granted an emergency sub for ongoing accusations, should Fortnite have done the same for the FNCS trio? As Cypher said, I don't see what's wrong with DQing a team for one player's actions. They can't duo a trio event, and a replacement is unprecedented. Also, the DQ is justified. You can't tell people to kill themselves. Zexro says, yeah, but his teammates should still get paid for their placement, which Cypher agrees with, saying that is something I can agree with. At the same time, a harsh punishment like this will make people question who they choose as teammates and would make teams pressure themselves not to be toxic, which in my opinion is a big problem in competitive Fortnite. And I certainly see where he's coming from. These situations are very nuanced and not as simple at face value as you might think, but I see where he's coming from in the toxicity part of things. I'm just really curious if this did happen with a more well-known trio. I'm talking like the big name trio. If something like this happened, would it have been a different situation? We really can't comment on that, but it would be curious if that does happen down the line and all of a sudden an emergency sub does become precedented. It was actually T-Hump and Cypher going back and forth, though, with a bit of a different stance. As T-Hump says, so you would have disqualified Sentinel's Valorant team for one player getting DQ'd from playing? They were allowed a replacement. The punish of the group for one person wrong is absolute BS. Sentinel's Valorant was allowed to pick a replacement. Why isn't it allowed here? To which Cypher goes, Valorant is more traditional of an org and team-based esport. Replacements of substitute players is precedented and makes sense. In a format that is based on team points and changing anyone out resets those points to 0 during qualifiers, why would that be changed in finals? Also, using the Valorant example isn't quite the same. The player in question is suspended due to ongoing investigation, while in the Fortnite situation, the investigation is concluded with punishment being served. Let's say one player got caught cheating, the entire team would be DQ'd. And TenZ says your example of one player getting caught cheating, then the entire team getting DQ'd is not relevant. That didn't happen here. One kid said effed up crap and the whole team got banned for it. Life-changing money, notoriety gone for young kids for something they did not do. And I totally understand where TenZ is coming from this, as well as Cypher. It's just the situations are very different, especially when you bring in my main point is the time difference. Wrigley decided to do this the night before grand finals were underway, not giving really any time. Even if Epic Games wanted to make a move here, it just would have been so short notice, and we know Epic Games is already late as it is, so it's tough there as compared to Sentinels and Valorant. They had a few days heads up as well. Now, along with that, I understand where TenZ is coming from, where the fact is this: neither of these, Sinatraa did not cheat. His accusations were of sexual assault and abuse. Very, very serious things, ongoing investigation, which we will keep you all posted on, but he didn't cheat in game. And the same goes for Wrigley. These aren't cheaters. These are guys who either have serious accusations or just said some very, very toxic things that should not be said and did not affect the standings of those teams, making it to where they made it. You know, Sinatra's actions did not impact the game. He did not cheat to make it where Sentinels actually qualified for Masters. And the same for Wrigley. He wasn't cheating to make grand finals of Trio F and CS. I would say the timetables are the main difference here. But I do understand where Cypher comes from. It's a very complicated situation. Maybe shouldn't be compared at all in the first place. But the fact is this: when it comes time for Fortnite, Trio F and CS this time around, this trio was costed the better portion of $700,000 because of what one teammate tweeted. And that in itself is something we have never covered before. And to Cypher's main point, it makes you wonder who you choose as teammates is just as important as in-game as how they portray themselves outside the game. And certainly now we are seeing the repercussions of just that. So until next time, what do you guys think, huh? Drink wa, drink ka. I'll catch you guys back here next time. Take care.